Hello there. Can you hear the game? You can't hear the game. I'll fix that, don't worry. Hold up. There you go. PGR.
What are you expecting from me?
What am I expecting from you? Give me free schmeckles, bro. Or how about some character development pending? Who's this? Wants to be my friend? That's crazy. I got some chips, like, if it bothers you, let me know. And I think the game might be... Oh, holy shit, my beer. Might be a little bit too loud. I'll just do this. Boom. Okay. Need a tissue. A napkin. Cloth. Oh. It's okay, I'm alright. There you go. Yeah, it was a long way from the market to home, and the can got shaken and it sprayed all over. Oh, that's a good one. Alright. Let me switch to the game. There we go. Let's do the usual. Vengeance is now. Oh yeah, this one, right. I have to take this. I have to take this. Free shit, man. Honkai would never. Not now. Boom. Resources. Gotta use all this timed bullshit. Sorry. Take this. Take this. That's it? Simulated battlefield? What was it? Oh, he was giving me black card tonight. Proxy remodel? That's a ZZ reference. Cyber checkmate? Oh yeah, I remember this. No, thank you. Last light. Like Metro Last Light. Mail. Claiming y'all, and I'm hoping they didn't do any mistake and they will not get stuff back from me like that one time. Yeah, I remember. History. Oh, Chico. Yeah, I got cooked by Chico, man, when I played the PPC. I think it was off stream. So I got spoiled about Chico. Alright, missions. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, let's see, what do we have? So Warzone is reset. Crimson Frostland. What's this? Ice damage increases by 30% for 8 seconds after the character casts signature. Signature? Is that ult? Each ping made increases ice damage by 10%. Bruh. Who's this? Thunder Strike. Sure, we can do Thunder Strike. Hell yeah. This is my Thunder Strike main. Let's see who we actually have.
Mission time already?
Mission time already. And I guess I need to pick their ult swap. Lightning damage of all team members increase lightning damage of all increase attack of all attacker opening frames. There you go. Yeah, I just wanna hack and slash some stuff first. Okay. Okay.
And now, I'm gonna play with
You.
now the fun. Adios. Hell yeah! Raining bullets.
Oh, I didn't see what hit me.
Now the fun begins. Adios.
It's hard to use drive in PPC here, huh? Oh my god. PPC, this is not PPC, this is Warzone.
Take this.
Alright, let's switch. Who hit me, man? Oh, it's the lightning.
Don't get cocky. What an
Pa, 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 pa.
We'll be done. Surrender.
Sup, Koala? You good? I mean, the window is enter open. Let me open it fully. Now he can enjoy fresh air. Me too. Also probably gonna hear some vehicles from outside. I'm here, Mr. Jack. Hello, Rojack. How are you?
Not too tough.
Bro, this war zone is bullshit, man. Are we fighting Margaret today? Who's Margaret?
We'll be done.
Pa, 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 pa. I didn't check what's the next story bit.
Raining bullets.
Give me all you got. Let's fight.
Yata, pretty brain dead character.
Boring one.
Margaret is the patch boss. Is this patch boss?
Keep moving. This victory is not the end yet.
Duo challenge. Proxy remodel? She's... That's not it. Dispatch boss. Homecoming seeker. Who did this? Do I have to like speedrun current patch? Current chapter? To fight her? Well, we have the cursed wave. Alternative interpretation. If it says alternative interpretation, does it mean it's not canon? Fallen Fiction, Rich Adventure, Chapter 1, Courtyard. Damn, 3.5k yellow tickets, that's crazy. ER03 left unsaid, so I assume this is also like not story. ER is like spin-offs, right? It's in boss challenge in event. 21. Is 21? Is 21? What's her name? Alpha? Alepha? Spiral of Chronos. No, it's not. Winter. Oh, this is Alpha. Wintry Shackles. This is Lee. Cursed Waves is skippable. Last time you said that, I got like a comments like, how could you skip Recitativo di Fantasia, man? You should have played it. It's story important, and skipping it is a huge mistake, bro. That's what they told me. The Last Light. Who the fuck is this? Interlacing. Is this her? How? What's your name? How do I check what's your name, bro? Margaret. Okay.
Leave it to me.
This?
Don't slow me down.
No healers, bro. I should solo this. It's Bianca. How?
The explosion. I thought you...
Wow, she looks like Luna.
Welcome home. Nirvana.
Wow, that's Bianca. No way. That's Nirvatia? That's crazy, bro. Are they sisters? Boom.
Raining bullets. Now the fun begins. Go back to hell.
What is that?
That's a lot of health.
The seedling needs more nourishment.
Go back to hell. Finish.
What is that?
Yeah, she disappeared.
Now the fun begins.
Damn, really? Really, Margaret?
Finish. Adios. Hell yeah.
I don't reach it.
Finish.
What is
Adios. Now the
Oh,
fun
come on, man. I jumped. I guess jumping is not like invincible in this game, right?
Raining bullets. Adios. Go back to heaven. Jackpot.
What is our
Have you decided which one of you will die first?
Jackpot.
Too slow.
My turn now.
Too slow. Not bad.
Go to hell.
It's over. This is
what is our
too slow. You shall
what is
die.
And raining bullets.
Why is she invisible, bro?
and cherished dreams will bloom forever in the sea of flowers.
What are you doing? Margareta.
Finish.
Okay.
Now the fun begins.
What did you do?
Raining bullets. Go back to hell.
Oh shit.
Adios. Now the fun begins. Hell yeah. Adios.
Have you decided which one of you will die? Not bad. Not bad.
Go to hell.
Too
This is like a grab, I guess.
This is
What is up?
too slow.
Everyone can
Oh, she's invincible like this.
You shall
What is
die.
up?
My turn now. Adios. Let me show you what I've got.
What is up?
Take this.
Take this!
What you lack is this. Huh. Thought you'd like it.
Oh, that was alright, I guess. So I guess it's like the last event, you do this boss like multiple times. First three stages. Don't have her stage 2, remember that? Bruh. Are you coach gaming, bro? Have to do as much damage as you can before the black shield. Hey, alright. Let's see. I think the previous boss, the previous event boss was more fun than this Margaret. I don't know. Main. Cursed Waves. Is there a recap for Cursed Waves? I wonder. Sorry about that noise. Have you played this boss, Rojak? Did you like Margaret more than the previous one? Школа. Good, bro? You good? Concentrate. The Cursed Waves Handbook. 3. XP farming. Well. You don't say it, right? Boom. Three endings you need to know in the Cursed Waves. Cursed Waves recap. What's it even about? How much of this game is skippable, bro? Can I skip the whole story? Vera Guide to Cursed Waves. I like the previous one more, but Margaret has a more ruthless stage 2, so I don't know. Wasn't the previous... What stage 2? Was the stage 2 here? Did I play it? I remember previous boss having cleared like multiple stages, but like 3 even at the end, but this one I don't know. Journal of Reversing Tide mission. Spoiler ahead, Cursed Waves lore speculation. Everything I know with guide. By starting punishing Great Raven is actually overpowered. The law of punishing virus, PGR lore theory, punishing Grey Raven project virus. Episode 1. Cursed Wave Quick Guide. Cursed Wave Story. Believe me, bro, when I say you can skip it. You're not even telling me what it is about. Full story recap. 46 minutes? Nah. Baifu versus boss. Nah, you're capping. How to complete the ending? Let's see. Maybe somebody andou umite na PGR. Andou umite na Vigara? What do you mean, bro? What the hell is going on in Cursed Wave story? Exactly. Who are we? What are we doing? Why is Cradle guy? Who's Cradle, bro? I started this story when it first came out and finished one stage and left it. It has been months. Okay. It's just about fantasy story. So it's like Recitativo de Fantasio. So there's no Commandant, there's no Lucia, no Alpha, no Luna. Story summary. Below you can find list of main side. Whoa. Main? This is main. EX01, EX02. Survive. Man, they even show like the main character of each chapter. So it's easier for me to roast the PGR story. Like, look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. I mean, you get the good chapter, right? And the even better chapter, and these two characters are like the main characters, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters without main characters, bro. Are you shitting me? Like, this is not the main character. This guy is cool, but he's also not the main character. This is a nice girl, that's all I can say. And then again, no main characters, no main characters, no main character. Oh my god. Lee, no main character, and then again no main. Not. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, if I'd see this before, I knew like more confidently why I wouldn't like this story. Nothing. Commandant is technically there and Cradle, but that's it. They don't even have Wintry Shock. They don't even have that here. There's like more Cursed Waves. So it's like less important than Recitativo di Fantasia, bro. First Waves. Overview. Endings. Is a permanent roguelite game mode added during Across the Ruined Sea. This mode is continuously updated every patch with new rewards. The player will progress through multiple nodes. What do you mean the player, bro? I don't know any character named the player in PGR. What do you mean? Throughout their journey, difficulty levels. Extra artifact survey team. Survey team. Starting character. After choosing a survey team, the player is presented with invitations. Oh. Currencies. Biomimetic blood. Downfall. Crimson Insight. What's up, Koala? You go if you wanna go. Endings. Farewell. Unlocked by default. At the final node, Cursed Wave. Choose the option follow Cradle's instruction. The player will ultimately... Okay. They don't say what it is about. Not even they care, man. Not even they care. Boom. So then I guess it's ER03. Okay, give me a minute. BRB. Back. Full song. Break. People play Cursed Waves for gameplay, rewards and not story. PGR 03. This one has jump scares, spooky. Only 23 minutes. That's very nice. That's very good. YouTube. Alright, get your popcorn. Hello. Love your videos. You don't have sound. Hold up.
Previously in Chapter
There
20,
you go.
Grey Raven and the Purifying Force work together to explore the abandoned Copperfield Aquarium, searching for the members of Scarlet Revelation and the remnants of Chico's squad. Due to the strain of battle, the aquarium collapsed, releasing the red tide gathered within, and revealing that Chico had been fused with the remains of the female twin, transforming her into the evolved hetero-humanoid.
Only with the female twin.
During the battle, Vanessa made her way back to Babylonia, following her sacrifice to protect the refugees in City 43. Now we learned what happened to her after that choice to stay behind, and what brought her to this point.
And fuck Vanessa.
Now without any further delay, Floating Record Chapter 3, Left Unsaid. After making a recovery following her arrival in the Star of Life, Vanessa still has yet to receive any combat missions, causing her a fair bit of frustration. She is soon contacted by her team advisor, who reminds her that soon she will need to fill the vacancies left by both Liv and Teasel. Even being aware of this, she can't bring herself to make a decision due to one concern. She doesn't know how to keep her constructs loyal. Afterwards, she checks Bambinata's memory module.
She
For
needs
quite
to
some
get
time,
fired,
she has
man.
been suffering from an unusual case of amnesia. While her condition was
Is this
initially
gonna be a
stable,
Vanessa
she would
chapter? Oh my
occasionally
God.
lose the ability to recall memory data. As the fighting on the surface got worse, the relatively minor issues of Bambinata's memory were pushed to the wayside. The cause of these symptoms is largely unknown, but it is linked to the way her Inver device interacts with her mind. Vanessa checks the start date of her lost memories, and sees they start on the day of the evacuation. Even with all the physical and mental trauma that event caused, something within her makes her reproduce the data on her terminal. After Grey Raven had led the transports away, Vanessa held back the waves of hetero creatures for nearly 2 hours.
Ow.
She soon completely exhausts her supply of drones and explosives, but being surrounded on all sides, out of weapons, and having reached her physical limit, Bambinata sets up their final trump card. She hands the nearly crippled Vanessa a detonator, having wrapped herself in the remaining explosives, a last resort tactic used to buy time. But thinking about what Liv said earlier, Vanessa can't bring herself to do it. She drops the detonator, and Bambinata panics, trying to simulate a way for Vanessa to survive, and that momentary pause gives the hetero creatures an opening. Before she is devoured, the creatures in front of her suddenly collapse. In fact, all the hetero creatures stop in their tracks, simply looking, as the silhouette of a young man comes into view. Against Bambinata's protest, Vanessa allows Teasel to approach, and to their surprise, he bandages her wounds. He has always known Vanessa as selfish, cruel, and heartless. never
He's a
considering
bitch.
her constructs as more than mere things to use. Even when sacrificing one of her toys in this very same manner, she wouldn't have spared a second glance. So he always wondered how she would look after sacrificing her favorite doll Bambinata. Yet that is what he can't understand. How did Grey Raven convince such a person to lay down her life for the sake of others? What could have possibly changed? Although at this point he couldn't care less. He just wants to be free, to have his mind and body belong to him and him alone.
The editing evolves.
She tries arguing, but the strain of her injuries is too much to handle, and she immediately passes out. Over Vanessa's unconscious body, Tiso offers Bambinata this very same chance to seize her individuality and join him. She refuses, but he promises if she ever comes around one day, they will have a spot waiting for her. Naturally, Vanessa was unaware of this extended conversation between the two constructs, and wonders if that could ever truly happen. If Bambinata would accept this offer if she developed a desire for freedom. In her annoyance, she sends Bambinata away to have her symptoms checked by the researchers. Later that day, she receives a call from Bambinata, informing her of a newly assigned mission, alongside none other than Vera herself. Earlier that day, Collins waits in his office, still nursing his political wounds from his confrontation with Litz. The lunar base is almost repaired, and once it is, he will no doubt bring up his proposal once again. Without his involvement, Collins' Ascendant experiments likely wouldn't have been cancelled, but he has nothing if not prepared. If his value in researching Ascendants is halted, he will simply pivot to another path, and he has his sights set on the Inver device. As of right now, the Inver devices that every construct relies on are largely a mystery, a black box technology with many unexplored secrets. But Collins does have one theory he would like to put into practice, that the Inver device is related to a construct's ability to become an Ascendant. While the data he himself has isn't a miracle answer, it can eliminate some incorrect theories, and this will allow him to bring value to both Kurono and the Parliament. Rebecca tells him that the Parliament won't be open to just sharing their results, but that's the beauty in it. It doesn't matter who discovers the secret of the Inver device, because if that answer is ever found, it will be revealed to both sides eventually. He has both hidden information on the Inver devices and first-hand knowledge from an agent of the Ascension Network. Now that people are no longer paying him much attention, and Litz thinks he's out of the picture, there's no better time to act. Hassan and Nicola wait in a meeting room, discussing the progress of their own Inver device research. Now that the state of the surface has calmed down for now, it can be made a top priority. In order to meet the benchmarks of Lee's new specialized frame, they will need to conquer the mysteries of the Inver device. This plan is far more ambitious than any other. Unlike other specialized frames, Lee's is intended to be completely immune to the virus. Imperia had the ability to absorb and neutralize the virus, but its Inver device was unable to keep pace with the Omega weapon's absorption, and as a result, the leftover virus was allowed to spill into the frame. If successful, this project will serve as another massive leap forward in humanity's fight against the virus. Suddenly they receive a call from Collins, claiming he only wants to be of use. The rumors of Kurono's favor shifting from him to Litz didn't come from nowhere, so the two remain skeptical of his true motivations. He sends over the data, and even tells them of a hidden mind research facility on the surface. They agree to send someone down to investigate, knowing the value this research could bring to their cause. They choose Vera, since as a former member of Kurono she knows what to expect, and Bambinata of Egret. After terminating the call, Collins wonders why they chose that second construct, and upon reading her file, he finds himself in a fit of laughter. On the transport, Vera expresses her confusion, wondering why two are needed for what seems like a low-level retrieval mission, when Vanessa steps onto the transport to correct her. This mission involves 3. They exit the transport and approach the hidden base, an old-school looking building deep within the forest. As they near the building, Vanessa is reminded of her first meeting with Bambinata. As a child, the young Vanessa lived in Babylonia alongside her parents, 2 researchers named Petra and Raymond. The two have chosen to adopt another child, and today is the day of her arrival. They meet with a Kurono researcher at the front of their house, and she sees her new sister Bambinata for the first time. In the following weeks, her parents spent an increasing amount of time with the new girl. She watches as they treat her with a gentleness and care she never enjoyed herself. The two thrust themselves into their research, and are overjoyed that Bambinata's unique attributes as a research subject make it progress even faster. But for all their planning and attention to detail, they fail to notice the rift forming within their own home. Vanessa snaps herself out of her memories as they enter the building, and the investigation begins.
That was Vanessa's flashback?
They search through the abandoned orphanage, when Bambinata finds they are being watched, and if they are being watched, there has to be a watcher. Vanessa initiates a deep mind connection, and Bambinata sees fragments of scenes within her memory, allowing the three to find the monitoring room. They search through the terminal, only to find there are gaps in the data. Bambinata uses her external memory module to connect those fragments, and successfully retrieves a map of the building's layout. During her search, she learns the fragmented memories belong to whoever once called this place home, and encounters a strange but dangerous projection within the data space. In order to free herself, she destroys the abnormal data fragment and collapses the data space. She wakes up to find herself in a whole other room, with no recollection of when or how she got there, and having lost track of Vanessa, she begins to panic.
It
Her
should be
transmissions
fixed.
go unanswered, and her frame is no longer under her control. An experimental construct named Dottie and a strange mechanoid make their appearance, restraining the girl. She resists and tries to fight back.
Is that this chapter is a snoozer?
Label her a naughty child.
The whole mission is not make an invert device that removes the drawbacks Omega frames have. Oh my god, that's so not interesting.
Within the darkness, strange bubbles appear, floating around her. So
It feels like the whole PGR story are just like spin-offs, and they're...
the memory data locked within. At one point, she was
It feels like they
considered
don't have a
the
main
test
character.
subject, but one day, this lucky child was chosen to live with her new parents in Babylonia, and that with their help, she might even stop losing her memories. Seemingly confused by the researcher's statement, he simply tells her to behave. She assumes she had been doing just that, so she can't help but wonder, why does this girl hate her so much?
That's
Tears roll
Vanessa?
down Vanessa's face, crying as she sees Bambinetta get all the care and praise she always desired.
Well, fuck you, Vanessa, you fucking war criminal.
Stroking her sister's head, as Petra often does for her, and to her surprise, it seems to calm Vanessa down. Bambinata makes it clear she never wanted
Never
to
forget
stay
the
away from
crimes Vanessa did.
The only reason they spend so much time with her is the value she brings to their experiments, that securing results would pave a bright future for Vanessa herself. Having calmed down just as fast as she got angry, the young Vanessa makes Bambinata promise to never mention her crying to anyone. And for the first time...
Bro, you want me to root for Vanessa? Are you shitting me, bro? The tribunal waits her.
As it began, and she finds herself back in the darkness.
This is ER story, man. They're literally side stories. The main stories are also like side stories. Oh, you wanna say New Divide was like a main chapter, bro? The main character was some engineer, man.
And even installed a new memory storage device.
Stop call up.
Wiping out her memories up till that point, including her promise with Vanessa, who had been listening in on their conversation. Hearing this, she storms off to her room in anger, and Petra sends Bambinata after her, all in hopes of having her build new memories with her sister. Meanwhile, Vera and Vanessa rush through the building, trying to contact Bambinata, as somehow she managed to sever the mind connection before running off. Using the map, they find a massive section of the building underground, likely
So having no main fellas here is fine?
Disappeared to. The two find
No,
a construct
what?
that managed to retain some semblance of its original consciousness, and it shows them the entrance to the underground labyrinth. Vanessa suggests they clear the rest of the topside rooms, just to be sure Bambinata didn't double back and pass them. While they walk, Vera catches Vanessa eyeing a pair of ballet shoes, dragging up old memories. Vanessa decides to show off.
Oh my god, that's Vanessa, bro.
Even giving Bambinata a notebook to draw them out, just in case she loses her memory again. She ends up being enrolled in Vanessa's class, and progresses rather quickly in her ballet training, even surpassing Vanessa's skills with relative ease. Her rapid improvement both impresses and shocks the girl, who assumes Bambinata must like ballet to have put so much effort into it.
Nah, she's
The
just a
term gives her
robot, bro.
pause. What does it mean to like something? Is she allowed to have these feelings without being commanded? She wonders, staring into the mirror as the unfamiliar feeling brings with
They're
it a
trying
sense of
to
anxiousness.
redeem Vanessa, and it just feels pushed. I guess because her design is popular. I guess because she should have died in chapter 17.
Raymond comes back home and joins the conversation, telling Vanessa that if she doesn't like ballet, she can simply pick a different activity.
Like, if you want to redeem the character, how about like she goes to the tribunal and pays for her
but she can't bring herself
her
to go against
deeds,
her
you
parents'
know?
wishes, so she stays silent. Vanessa questions why she stays with her. Is it for their parents, or because she enjoys it? Initially, she can't understand the difference between these two choices, but decides on the latter, and smiles at the sight of Vanessa's improved mood. Since quitting ballet, she tries her hand at more technical pursuits, but fails to make the cut for a laboratory assistant position, only getting in due to her father's influence. Not wanting her sister to belittle herself, Bambinata comes to her defense. Laying on the bed, the two wordlessly stare into each other's eyes.
Let's walk, man.
Bambinata makes a heartfelt promise, Whatever Vanessa does, she will be there to support her sister. The next day, Vanessa tells her parents that she will not return to the research job. She hates it, and she can't produce the results that they want, so she has decided to follow her own path in life. Her parents argue against her decision, claiming it wastes all the effort they've poured into her, but she's made her choice, having already signed up for FOS Military College, and she's taking Bambinata with her. Only she can't. Her parents refuse to let go of their most important research subject, so they let Bambinata decide. Who does she want to be with? What does she want to do? Yet these conflicting wants and expectations lock her into
Shining
place.
reference.
The promise to her sister, the need to be a good child, the desire to follow her own wants, and the lack of a sense of self. Unable to find the balance between them, she falls silent. Vanessa lets go of the girl's hand, looking away with a mocking smile. In this moment, she forever decides if she can't have what she wants, she will just need to be strong enough to take it. With that, she runs into her room to grab her bags, disappearing out of the front door. In the following months, Petra erases all memory of Vanessa from Bambinata's mind, attempting to reduce the impact of her disappearance. And yet the shadow of her memory lingers somewhere deep inside her, never too far out of reach. A few years later, the lost daughter returns home, bringing with her a requisition order, having selected the construct Bambinata as a member of the elite squad Egret. Not wanting
No,
to face
Kuro,
a
before
military
Wuwa had a
punishment,
horror
Petra
movie
will
night in the
agree
office
when
every week.
Vanessa enters the home
Why would
she
I know
abandoned
that?
so
Why would
long
that
ago.
interest me?
She makes her way to her old room, finding a stack of drawings, a young girl doing homework, or practicing ballet, dozens of images, snapshots of their childhood together, words and phrases etched on every page. Sister, experiment, don't go, remember, and Vanessa, repeated over and over. The construct she brought with her calls from the other room, having been given Bambinata with her memory chip removed. As they leave, Petra gives her daughter one last send-off, telling her to never come back. She takes Bambinata to Asimov, and he outfits her with combat functionalities, and even constructs the external memory unit to replace the one taken by her parents, allowing easy access to mission-critical data. However, the symptoms of her amnesia have a deeper cause, one that can't be fixed without a better understanding of in-device technology. But whatever the cause is, her memories have not yet been erased, only sealed within her deep mind. None of this seems to concern Vanessa, as her only requirement is that her constructs are loyal.
Like your
Nothing else
memory
of
is still in the
importance.
recycle bin and not deleted from there.
Deep within Bambinata's mind, she manages to wake herself up, thanks to the aid of a small black butterfly. It guides her through her memories, and she decides that she wants to go back to Vanessa and tell her all the things she couldn't all those years ago. And the first step to that goal is to defeat Dottie.
Oh my god, that's a
In defeat of
cyberpunk
Dottie,
reference.
Madaraya makes her appearance, discarding her construct daughter for daring to lose. She tries to erase Bambinata's mind, and is nearly successful, if not for the intervention of Vera.
Oh! Oh! Oh, what you did, bro? What you did? Three-stage boss.
Together, the two defeat the mechanoid, and Vera leaves to get supplies for the injured Bambinata. Having regained her memory, she tells Vanessa all the things she left unsaid. How she did wish to go with her. How she wanted to be by her side. That if she could, she would go back and would have stood with her. Finally hearing these words, Vanessa realizes this is what she wanted all along.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to be heard, to feel seen, and to be comforted. She always wanted to be understood. So when Bambinata turned her back on her all those years ago, the fear that she would be alone overcame her. So she decided to take control, to make sure nothing could ever leave her ever again. But only realizing it now, after getting everything she ever wanted, she made the wrong choice. Back on Babylonia, Asimov confirms that Bambinata's mind shows no alterations from before the mission. The mechanoid's tampering only seemed to be limited to her Inver device, and the memory flashbacks were likely an impact of the punishing virus. Unfortunately, upon their arrival, she learned Bambinata's memory storage unit was forcibly reformatted, leaving her with no memories of the prior experience. With all that being said, Asimov takes the data they recovered on their search, and Bambinata leaves with Vanessa. Meanwhile, Vera completes
boss
her
is
post-mission
squishy.
inspection with Nicola, and he gives her full autonomy to make her own moves, as the two plan their next steps, intending to force Corono's schemes out into the open. Afterwards, the Construct and her commandant, the sisters, make their way back to Egret's lounge. The puppet always follows in her mistress's footsteps, never far behind. As long as she's needed, as long as her name is called, she will never be afraid of what tomorrow brings, because she made a promise to stay by her side. Alright, and we
Alright.
just finished Left Unsaid.
Wow, should have been.
Sorry for the wait. I'm gonna be real, I don't know what took so long. Like, it's not even a long chapter.
Maybe you got burned out on this game like I did.
No.
So this is a little vlog he's doing, huh?
But anyway.
Yeah, go on.
As for the chapter, I'm gonna be honest here. As far as like amnesia type chapters go, definitely had to give it to Cinderburns. Like, granted, it's like 3 times as long.
We might be able to watch the next chapter summary today.
Right, like the whole
That was 19
I
minutes.
kinda was thinking, like, why is Egret here? Like, what purpose do they serve here? Like, we know it's because they want to make you want to roll for Bambinata. They want to get you introduced to them so you spend your hard-earned
Bambinata lamau.
or blue tickets. But to me, it would have been better if, like, this facility, the orphanage that they were in, was like where Bambinata was originally held at.
Yeah,
And
tell them.
maybe the mechanoid Madureya could have been like the administrative mechanoid.
Took so long because he hates Vanessa.
Instead of this, like,
Everybody
random
should hate Vanessa.
robot.
Who the hell loves
None of that
Vanessa?
really relates to Vanessa or Bambinata. But I don't know. Whatever. What do I know? I don't have a writing degree. But at the end of it, right, she gets her memory back at least, right? No, not even. Because as soon as they get back to Babylonia, her memories are reset.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm like, dude,
Consequences.
come on. Like, that erases,
No.
like, everything she just went through. But, I mean, I guess Vanessa got her emotional payoff after the fight. And Bambi doesn't really need one, since she has no, like, opinions.
Oh wait, that's a Soldier 11 situation right
She
here.
doesn't really have a fulfillment condition.
Bambinata lost not the old memories, but
I'll
the
just
memories
I'll
of what
read her
happened here.
story after I finish recording this, so maybe that changes something. And if it does, then you can just ignore everything I say.
Yeah.
But as it stands, it feels lacking. Because, like, while we have extra context, the status quo doesn't change as far as Egret is concerned. They're both exactly the same at the end as they were when the chapter started.
Uh-huh. It is a
Like I
Soldier
said, it
11
probably feels that
situation.
way, because Cinderburns had its characterization on 12 for the entire chapter. Okay. Random details. The Ascendant that Teasel met before saving Vanessa was Lithos, because Lithos is just everywhere. But that was mentioned briefly back in Cinderburns. I just didn't bring it up because it wasn't important back then. It's still not important now, but now it's a little more relevant. And I love how he's like, I'm joining the Ascendants because I want to be free. Like,
Yeah.
dude.
He don't got a clue in the fucking world.
Collins continues to be sketchy, as per usual. Nicola and Vera are messing around with Corono again. And I know I was getting all on the back of the chapter earlier. But
It seems like the
the combat stages were fantastic.
writers
They had me,
love
like,
Vera a
all
lot.
this Silent Hill in my PGR.
Hell yeah.
They definitely nailed the creepy vibe. I liked it. Oh, you know what? One more thing.
They
Just
watch Silent
take a-
Hill
take a
2 playthrough at their movie nights.
隊員の違反を考慮するとアバンとも連れずに学校に来るなんて 指揮官に同行させる方が安全だわ。
What's her name?
私のことを甘く見て。
Is your name Rin?
If she's voiced by who I think she is, Vanessa might just shoot up to my number 2.
Oh my god, bro.
Obviously, number 1 is the queen herself.
あなた、尊敬という言葉を知
Who
らない
is
ん
this?
ですか？
Anying?
So, number 2 is as high as she's getting. Alright.
I don't know, man. Like, changing your tier of loving character based on their voice actor is cringe.
21 of the main story, Spiral of Chronos.
Yo, Spiral of Chronos. Cool. Bam, 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 bam. Tell him, Luna. Tell him. What about Luna, man? She was kind of doing what she wanted until she got clapped. He has the exact same opinion as me on this chapter, which is my favorite opinion, that nothing fucking happened. I'm gonna turn on the desktop. He's number 1. Oh, that was Chu. Oh.
I have plenty.
Oh man. Picking your favorite character based on voice actor. Cringe. Oh, look at me speedrunning PGR. Bro. What's the world record of PGR speedrun? Yeah, let's play the lore version. Ooh. The mist is heavy. High percentage of sulfides, but lower than something something. Check with the terminal. Yes, mistress. But Minata, it's a broken experimental construct. This place looks like their cemetery. They're fucking hanged, man. If we find a character that voiced Kiana in PGR, what will happen, Valics? I don't know. Nothing. That'd be like, cool fact, bro. Oh my god, it is a cyberpunk. This chapter came out after cyberpunk? It even looks like the cyberpunk, like this. Where you go to when you go to doctor, to Ripper Doc. Get him, Vera. I have to hold.
Puppets must obey. Yes, mistress.
How about you have some of your own agency, Bambinata? How about that?
Remove all obstacles. Puppets must obey. Your existence is against the mistress's wishes.
What else? Prepare to be shocked because there is a 1. A 1 what?
Yes, mistress.
Go. Follow me, Vera.
Your existence is against the mistress's wishes. Puppets must obey. It's okay.
Who's hitting me?
Must be endured.
Character in PGR with Kiana voice? Cool. Alright, let's go. Guess? I don't know. Do I know? Did I meet her before? And it's not like this game is voice acted. And I'm playing English. Start from the beginning. 21 maybe? Sounds young. Playing house here. You meet them? I have no idea. I barely heard these characters speak Japanese. And you like that character? Someone I like. It can't be Alpha. Number 21. Well, there you go. I guessed it. First try. Open up, bro. Oh my god. Open faster. I'm in. Whoa. Not 21. It's Luna. I like Luna. She sounds too serious. I couldn't guess that. I don't know, maybe if I heard Luna talk more in Japanese or at all. And it's fun because like in this game, you know, you go into options and you choose like, yeah, I want to play with English dub, and then cutscenes happen and they speak Japanese anyway. A strange memory, when did it show up? How do I wait for Vera to finish him? Okay, Vera. Take your time. Yeah, bro, she's so tall. Holy shit. Why are you looking down on me? Red-haired. Shining reference? You like Shining? I didn't see it. That was Chinese? What was Chinese? Look at this, Vera. Can you hurry up? Oh my god. Fix the broken memory. Fix it. Broken memory data. You'll be able to make more consistent, but not can adjust the time. The coordinate that appears to be only I can read that fast. The time perception. Switch to Vera and return. Oh. Oh. What now? Find and adjust that. Adjust things that affect memory. Oh. Something here. To press something? Switch to Bamana to enter the memory field. Time to rest the core. What? If Bamana can adjust the time perception. The core data appears to be. Bruh! Time to. lost. How do I adjust things? There's a high chance next collab will be from Resident Evil games, considering those guys are horror fans. Gonna be Chris punching rocks. Hold up. Here B. I done pacified my cat. Oh shit. Alright. Find and just things that affect memory. I don't understand. More conceivable, I can adjust the time. The time what? The time perception. Recorded at the standing by the bed. It's time to rest. Is it time to rest? How do we rest? About this guy. Oh, she doesn't see him. You need to change time using big grandpa clock. This big grandpa clock? I'm going through it. Oh. The pendulum seems to be stuck, but the hands are still movable. On the side of the pendulum clock is a schedule. Get up. Afternoon group games. Night rest. So I need to switch it to 22. But there is another schedule under removing the one on top will ruin it. Just keep it as it is, okay? Move it to 22. Night rest. Bang. The other one, yep, that one. Time to rest, sleep on time. That's me. Good girl. Cookie. Oh, and we have both characters on screen. And nobody kept that. And look, oh my god, this is... I wish this idea stuck, both with HA3 and PGR. Find and adjust things again. Okay. What else? Easily broken memory data. Okay. Well, what's this? Before the game time. Group games. Oh, you don't even like have to think. There's only two answers and both are correct. It is used in many chapters. Yeah, nice, but it's like it's not the core of the gameplay of the game, right? Judging from the 4 square marks on the carpet, something must be placed here for a long time. This? Common 4-legged stool knocked over by someone. Oh, I can pick it up. I can put it here. Yeah. Bam. My mouse. You can tell them in the survey they would definitely consider adding it in a new mode. Not sure if the survey is live yet though. I'm not getting paid for that. And I'd rather play a new gacha game that would have that than ask Kuro to add it in an old one. I'm gonna be real. Damn, I can even switch mid ult. Verify that shelf. Verify at the shelf. What shelf? Like all Arc Knights need to do is fix the character switching. They give you 60 smells, so technically do get paid, unlike ZZZ. 2000 Denny's my ass. Bro, I don't need this game's schmeckles, man. What are you talking about? Gonna buy me food with those schmeckles. What happened, Bambinata? I should go check it out. Yeah, I can go check it out. This is a boss fight. Yeah, why is my mouse, bro, like that, bro? Like, can I hide my mouse, please? And it's not the first time, it happened before. Check what's happening back in the living room. Can't jump. Jump, can't run. Oh, it's not that way? Okay. Is this a living room though? Whoa. Mistress, communication channel interrupted. This is a reference everybody knows. This upcoming gacha with Dark Souls. With Dark Souls, exact gameplay, but I forgot the name. Bro. You love Dark Souls? No. Why is Bambinata afraid, man? Kill them! Or are you talking about Nike too?
Remove all obstacles.
Yeah, I guess it's the bug that I control the mouse with the joystick. Hate to see it. Talking about Honkai Impact 5. All POV. The Exorcism song was very nice though. Okay, he's just running. Okay. Okay. Who's invincible, bro? The hell? Oh. Bullying? Domestic violence? What?
Doesn't
Oh yeah.
feed me.
If you saw that blue bar option of the team selection that allows you to use your own Vera, I saw that. I know about that. It's quick something, right? But I said when we started playing that we'll play the lore version of these chapters. Oh, what's wrong, bro? Oh my god. Avoid the explosions. Okay. Why game over? Footsteps as expected, stalling for time. Smart. That was very like. Need Vanessa back. Okay. Have to go back. He just ran away again. I like that they keep it lore-wise and Vera is not just using her spear battle suit frame. But back to normal because that one is like kept only, you know, for serious missions. And I guess same with Leave Imperia. That's the Vera you guys know, yeah, that's the Vera you guys know. Ooh. Bubbles. Like this one, right? Quick clear. That one allows you to pick your own frame. They're very serious about keeping frames lore accurate. I'll give them that. Yeah, like Anbi in the epilogue of season 1 using, I mean Anbi in general using Soldier Zero outfit.
Pain must be endured. So, 命令に従うのは
English dub, ladies and gentlemen.
いけません。パンビナートのこういうところが嫌だという
Like, we
人
know
がい
what
ます。
happened. It's clear what happened, right? They made the game and they had voices only for like fight scenes, only for gameplay.
パンビナート
This type of voice acting appeared later, and they just didn't pay the English VAs to dub this.
間違ったことをしてはいけない。そうですか。
It's understandable.
間違いとは何でしょうか。
It was a poverty game.
答えなら何が正しい答えなのでしょうか。何に答え
You're correct.
彼女の期待に。さっきなんでバレエが好きだって言わなかったの？
Wow, this is unskippable.
あんたは応援
It's an in-game cutscene.
いつか誰も私に逆らえないようにしてあげるわ。
Shut up, Vanessa.
言いたいことを伝えなきゃ。
No, because the English dub in PGR is unpopular, so they didn't bother going back to dub those.
パパとママの命令に逆らっても。はい。これがバンビナータのやりたいことです。うん。わかった。じゃあ早くご主人様の元に戻らないと。
Nessa. Characters have good voices, others are very bad. Bro, I hate reading. Can I get some English dub, please?
All obstacles, puppets, must obey. You cannot get past here.
Now she's talking English. Drag the basic attack button, overlap button. What? What? Drag the basic attack button to overlap the button. How do I do that? What do you mean drag it? Nothing I can do. Where is IN Nectus, by the way, guys? We are supposed to celebrate Valics' new AMV and 4 beers. Okay. What do I do? Bruh. And I disabled my basic button. 5 buttons. UI. Show it. Save. Show hide mode. Still can't see it. Try dragging with the mouse. I can't see it, bro. Oh my god. Controller UI. This is the one, right? Show button size. Oh, there you go. Yeah, we will at least see it. Save. %. It's a good thing we have battle skip option.
It's okay. Pain must be endured. So, 命令に従うのはとても楽なの。いけません。パンビナートのこういうところが嫌だという人がいます。
Should work now, we'll see.
いい子にして。研究員のおじさんも言っていた。でもバンビナータにも言いたいことがあって。いいのですか？言いたいことがあっても間違ったことをしてはいけない。そうですか。間違いとは何でしょうか？沈黙が最悪の答えなら何が正しい答えなのでしょうか？何に答える彼女の期待に。
% for beers yet? No, not yet. We have locals on 18, so maybe then. Gonna be playing Guilty Gear Strive 2.0. Everybody is praising that patch. That patch did what Tekken players asked Tekken to do for like more than a year. That's crazy. As I understand, they actually removed like a game mechanic from the game. Like heat from Tekken 8. And we're just like... We're now just like, what? You can do that? You can do that? Alright, let's see if it's gonna work. Also, Kali dropped into XKO, I gotta play that. Alright. Come here. He told me not to play Strive, that's crazy. I mean, I'm not gonna buy Strive. QT, drag basic attack button over, so... Damn. Crazy. Bruh. Don't do that ever again, man. What the fuck? This is crazy for controllers. I'm going to play Strive only for the community, not for the game. I don't care about the game, I care about the people. Our community is small enough, I'll support whatever game we play. Lamau. So what did I do? I did nothing, bro. There you go. In all fairness, being better than Tekken nowadays is not a high bar. No, it's not. It never was. Even during Tekken 7. Just show a game with better netcode than Tekken 7, that's it. Tekken 7 is like... This is the only time they did this, to my knowledge. When this patch came out, PGR wasn't on PC. Really? It was not on PC? I'm pretty sure when the... I'm pretty sure, like, when the... Maybe not. Wasn't the game on PC when they had the Nier Automata collab? Oh my god. Hold up, hold up. Bam. Okay, I can do that. The hell? There's English voice acting now. Oh shit, I got matrixed. Hold up, hold up. Oh. I did it. I bet Vera's English voice actor is a Ishuan from ZZZ. Oh, so she took over. Okay, she's mine now, bitch. What are you gonna do? No. Well, fuck me, bro. Oh, she took her? Okay. Bam! Got a PC release on alpha patch? No way. That's a damn weird mechanic. Right, you free them by doing that, I remember now. Oh, it's not over. It's okay. I think I fought this boss in PPC. Only this stage though. Okay.
It's okay. Pain must be endured.
Oh, come on, man.
Not yet. And the knots are pretty live up to your expectation. And the knots are big and twist. You cannot get past here. Puppet must obey.
Oh, come on, man.
Wishes. Remove all obstacles. Puppets must obey.
Their arms are frozen. Nice. Are frozen. Right, this is it. We have like 45, 43 more minutes. Next one is Spiral of Chronos. This one is Lee, huh? Bam, bam, bam. Got that boss. Bro, ultimate there, yeah. Need
No
to
matter
see
what
it. Did I pause the summary? You have a summary for what? Floating record. Chapter 21. One Spiral of Chronos. You have a copy pasted summary for this chapter.
In my Punishing Graven lore series. Today we will cover the 21st chapter of the main story, Spiral of Chronos. Ever since the incident on the lunar base, Lee has spent most of his time away from Greyraven, working alongside the Science Council to create a next-generation frame, even more advanced than Imperia.
Oh yeah, Lee used to be an engineer.
Vanessa retrieved from the surface, their magnum opus can finally be completed. But faced with a brand new crisis, Lee will need to confront
Oh, you're
odds greater
posting
than
the
any
video.
he
I
has
thought you're
ever
gonna
seen,
post text,
to free
bro.
humanity and himself from the shackles of fate, and forge a path built on new possibilities. Now, without any further delay, let's dive into chapter 21, Spiral of Chronos.
Yeah, remember Lee used to be an engineer?
On an ordinary day in Babylonia, Murray runs through his list of daily tasks. Soon after, Vera barges into his office, giving him a data chip and a mission report file. And with this final submission, Vera is now free to act on her own will. He takes the file down to the Parliament building, where he has a brief conversation with Sika, the top commandant of the most recent graduating class. After parting ways with Sika, Murray makes his way down the hall and knocks on the door to Nicola's office. After handing over the files, he thinks about the warning he just received. For some time now, Nicola has been aware that Murray's information comes from a gray area as far as legality is concerned, but often overlooks it due to the benefits. However, if Murray is ever busted, every contribution up to this point would be worthless. He has long understood the risks, but couldn't care less if it helps with the development of Lee's frame. After all, he remembers the times when Lee would carry the burden of life for the both of them. All the times when Lee would work through the nights trying his hardest to support them both.
Oh, Nexus.
It was
Shame, this is a good chapter. What do you mean, shame? Heart-to-heart talk with Commandant, the Babel Tower, the fourth-dimensional being at the top. Pretty nice chapter.
until years later that Murray got access to the construct files regarding Lee, and he learned all of the suffering his brother went through. And since that point, Murray has never stopped moving forward, trying to repay that debt and ease his burdens in any way he can. Meanwhile, Lee arrives at Asimov's lab, wanting to explore a new hypothesis relating to heteromer shards. They open the files, and Asimov is shocked to see the missing pieces of Shom's research on the language of the punishing virus, along with data scrubbed from Corono experiments. Lee taps Shom's audio log, and what plays is a theory that could change the very idea of what the virus is. He proposes that the virus might be some sort of filter from a higher dimension, or maybe a rogue cosmic event, but as it stands now, these remain just speculation. But with this newfound data, they managed to decode a quarter of the information in the shard Bianca brought back. Naturally, such a development can't be kept secret for long, so Asimov agrees to play along while Lee comes up with a reasonable excuse. With all that being said, this isn't the information he initially wanted to discuss. From a recent botched frame adaptation test, he found a set of strange coordinates. About a week ago on a routine mission to Earth, Lee decided not to go with the rest of Grey Raven, and instead went to a separate area for investigation. The Science Council had been stumped by a series of nonsensical data fragments within the heteromer shard, and after some time they decided to simply write them off as background noise. That is, until Lee managed to crack the message. The key wasn't some secret code held by one of the factions, but rather it came from a children's game, one only known by him and Murray. He searches the surrounding buildings and finds a small robot sitting in a corner. Trying to learn anything he can, he connects to it, and finds its memory shell has been used to store data entries. The more he looks into the machine, the weirder things start looking. The code is complicated and confusing, but not to him, because it looks exactly like the code he used to write. Suddenly, a violent earthquake shakes the ground, causing the nearby buildings to collapse, forcing him to make a hasty retreat. This is the reason he gives Asimov for why the data is incomplete, and while quite coincidental that the earthquake would interrupt Lee's search when it did, Asimov hints at the possibility it wasn't a coincidence, that maybe it was planned, and might share some relation with the Everwinter that both lived
The
and beyond the
civilization
salt while infected by
filter.
the
Well, that
virus.
wasn't that like
As Asimov gets back to work, Lee clutches the data chip in his
assumed
pocket.
before chapter 15?
He has one more video recording he hasn't brought up, specifically because of what was
I mean, it
recorded.
was assumed, not
A
like
conversation between a
proven.
mysterious man and an all-too-familiar robot. As the two mysterious figures discuss the remnants of Shom's research, the name of an agent continues to pop up in their conversation, the Merciful One.
Same was
While
the
the voices are
Honkai in
heavily
HA3.
processed, Lee can instantly recognize Murray from the way he speaks. Hearing Asimov's voice, Lee snaps himself back to reality as he finishes prepping the frame for
It's
its next round
basically
of
the same
adaptation.
story.
Celica briefs Commandant about the situation on the surface, and that the previous earthquake is abnormal for a variety of reasons. On top of the epicenter not
wasn't
being
it
near
assumed
fault
before
line,
chapter
the quake
15?
brought with it a slight rise in vowel concentration. Grey Raven, along with many other task force squads, will be sent to the surface to investigate
Like
the cause
not
of the
by
quake, repair damages,
not by
and
science
find out
people,
what
but
caused the
just like
increase
by
in
the
viral density.
characters. Like, oh, I think
They soon arrive in the city.
the virus is
and live
meant to just like
analyzing and recording all
cleanse the
changes in
planet
damage
of
levels
humans
and
or
vowel
something. Like
concentration.
the
Since the battle at Copperfield
Ascendant
Aquarium,
said something
the
like
appearance
that.
of hetero creatures has been sparse, and even the red tide itself has become more docile. Alongside the near completion of the lunar base's reconstruction and new advancements in specialized frames, things are looking almost too positive for humanity. However, Commandant is no stranger to the calm before the storm, and knows not to let that feeling of peace get to him. They are soon picked up by Bridget, who catches them up to speed on the conservation area's status. Their biggest issue is the lack of personnel, but with the increasing number of defectors, many squads are finding themselves under investigation on Babylonia, so most of the squads being sent down are scraped together from the few available teams. Speaking of missing members, Bridget brings up the noticeable lack of Lee. After the battle for the aquarium, Commandant only managed to speak with Lee once, taking the time to remind him that despite his
as the
first
story goes
instinct
on,
of
it
taking everything upon
becomes
himself,
more like a
he has
cosmic
teammates he
version
can
of
rely
the
on,
T-virus from
that
Rem.
whenever he calls will come running to his aid.
The more the story goes, the more it
The cabin falls silent
sounds
as they
like
arrive
the
at the
Honkai
conservation
from
area,
Honkai
and
Impact.
as soon as they step out, the ground begins to rumble. Lee remembers the day he turned into a construct, the coldness of the lab, and the indescribable pain.
We just
From that
found
day
out
on, he
it
served
has the
as
same
Chrono's
purpose
weapon.
as the Honkai
It is
did.
until a naive Commandant appeared and made him a promise, to treat constructs as valued partners. And to his surprise, that Commandant lived up to it, so that's why he doesn't ever want them to see him struggle. While they fight on the surface, he will fight his own battle, and return to Grey Raven even better than he was. He inserts the cable into his neck like he's done so many times before, and runs through the battle simulation like it's second nature. However, when he tries to leave, the simulation distorts around him, as scenes from his mind cloud his vision. For everyone on the outside, his mind overload lasts mere seconds, to him, far longer. At the Science Council, they go over the results of the trial and find no indication of abnormalities in his mind. The Omega weapon and Inver device are working just fine at keeping the frame immune, which is why the resulting data seems completely normal. His mind overloads are getting progressively worse, and yet after the testing ends, he somehow manages to recover as if it never happened. And while they discuss the results, Lee hears a small voice in the back of his mind. Trust me.
Slams the table.
Snapping him out of his shock, Asimov brings up the idea
Why
of
they
getting
didn't
commanding
give me
involved, and Lee wastes
a
no time
Honkai in
rejecting it.
HSR? It's
He
literally
knows that this
has
issue
Honkai
would
in the
only
name.
worry Commandant, or worse, if he joined in the experiment,
Oh man,
it might
I didn't
have
play
some
that
unknown
game.
negative effect on him. Suddenly there is a knock on the door, and Murray enters the room to drop off Nicola's file. After handing the file over to Asimov, that concludes the day's trials, and having some free time, the two brothers take their leave.
Isn't Well
They make their way to
Young
a
in that
secluded area
game?
of the
Didn't
bridge,
he mention
and
the
Lee
word
brings up the small
Honkai to the
robot he found in the
characters?
city. Murray tries to find any way to
As
get
far as I
himself
know,
out,
Welt
but
Young
it's
in
no
HSR
use.
is the same guy
After
from
all, Lee
Honkai.
taught him just about everything he knows. Not even his communications with Lamia remained secret, as she was using his identification number, a number she could have only gotten if they were communicating
Damn,
beforehand.
he got exposed?
He knows Murray is keeping secrets, because he has the same look in his eyes Lee did when they were younger, when he would lie about his job to ease Murray's anxiety. Suddenly, Murray stops mid-sentence and collapses from an excruciatingly painful headache. After a minute, he recovers, and their terminals begin sounding off, as the situation on the surface has taken a turn for the worse. About 20 minutes ago, the Parliament finished up another routine meeting regarding the situation on Babylonia. They have taken too many refugees since the Pulao forest incident, and are burning through resources faster than they can be replenished. Additionally is the issue of defecting constructs, and a new bill to restrict their autonomy. However, this discussion is cut short by an emergency call from Celica. There was an extremely high virus reaction from the surface, and Babylonia was hit with an electromagnetic pulse, causing a large number of constructs and citizens to go mad. As if on cue, a security guard in the corner of the room lashes out, his
No
gun aimed
mentions of
squarely at
Honkai or
Hassan's
Star
chest.
Rail.
On the ground, the quaking is far stronger than what was initially observed. Buildings topple
But
over, and the
Welt
ground
Young
fractures
got
as people
fucking
run for
pulled
cover.
in another universe
Bridget
and he
hands
was
over a
just
set
like
of key
cool
cards,
with that.
and they make
Didn't
their way to
even
the
mention
basement
the
of the
word
command
Honkai.
center. Using the car in the emergency command station, they head to Conservation Area 27, trying to get in contact with any of the other ground teams. The closer they get to the epicenter, the stronger the virus reaction, and the more
Yo, it's
Hero
the
creatures
trio.
appear. While clearing out the stragglers, they meet Sika, who is the one who sent out the SOS call after being separated from her team. While planning their next steps, they are contacted by the main command station, and for the
Where's
first
the
time they
tower?
get visuals on the epicenter. A large crimson tower spirals
It's
towards
them
the
and
heavens.
Negru from Devil May
Even
Cry
worse
3.
is the number on screen. That level of viral density would render even the best protective suits useful for mere moments.
Useless humans.
Unlike Pulao Forest, this tower doesn't bother hiding itself. Instead, it makes its presence known, an open challenge to all of humanity.
And Vonnegut is at the top.
The guard pulls the trigger, leaving Hassan with no time to react, when Litz, of all people, takes the bullet himself before incapacitating the guard, thanks to the help of a bulletproof vest below his suit. Nicola joins the two, and they fight off the approaching council members. Suddenly, the parliament doors are kicked open, and Collins, along with General Wells, have arrived to rescue those who are
General
still sane.
Wells?
Together, they make their way to the communications center to send out an emergency broadcast. Meanwhile, Hippocrates calls Asimov, and the two try to figure out what is happening and how to fix it. Asimov's instincts as a scientist tell him the cause of this incident is the Hetero Tower that appeared on the surface, but with that dense level of a virus concentration, and Kamu unable to get there in time, there's only one frame capable of getting near the tower. Lee arrives at the landing pad and is stopped by two constructs, who apparently have orders to prevent any others from proceeding further. In fact, everyone present has conflicting orders, spreading even more confusion through their ranks. In the midst of this, Lee receives a call from Asimov, and he explains the situation on the surface, and that Hyperrail has been fully adjusted. As much as he doesn't want to, Asimov places all the responsibility on Lee's shoulders. As of right now, Babylonia has fallen. On the ground, Grey Raven continues on toward the coordinates of Sika's team, but the closer to the tower they get, the more unnerving the atmosphere. Suddenly, everyone begins hallucinating the scent of the ocean or the taste of food, while a red cloud expands outwards from the tower. The mine beacon contamination gets worse, and Sika, along with the rest of the constructs, drop. Having experienced this before, Kameda manages to brace himself just in time, but all the same he ends up unconscious, not from the contamination, but from a strike to the back of his head. As he regains consciousness, the visage of a panicked Harley Joe comes into view. Commandant and the constructs have been bound as Harley rambles on about them being traitors as he steps forward to kill Commandant and avenge his fallen comrades. In the nick of time, Commandant manages to cut through the ropes holding him and pins Harley, sedating him with Sika's tranquilizer gun. Soon after, the others come back to their senses, and they find themselves having already arrived at the foot of the tower. They receive a call from Asimov, who explains the nature of the tower and that the light from its summit is responsible for the mine beacon contamination.
So the tower just
But they aren't
appeared
given
out
the
of
chance to
nowhere?
ask any more questions.
Did I miss
as the
something?
terminals start ringing, SOS calls from the other unaffected squads. However, in the distance are the reinforcements Harley called before being pacified. Commandant orders Grey Raven to prepare themselves for combat, intending to hold off the constructs until the reinforcements arrive. While on his way to the Science Council, Lee rescues as many straggling humans as he can, ushering those out in the open to any of the various shelters. Having ensured the safety of the civilians, he heads to the Science Council building and finds Asimov behind a research station, suffering from a gunshot wound. He needs Asimov's authentication and the activation parameters to activate the frame,
It
but
appears out of
unfortunately
nowhere.
he's out of
Okay.
commission, and with Asimov's habit of not writing anything down, Lee has to get creative. The activation parameters were based off the collected heteromer shards, so if he were to be infected, would he also be able to access the data within the virus? As things are in Babylonia, he doesn't have much of a choice, so he grabs Asimov's keycard and heads to the containment lab. He takes a shard and forces it into his chest as pain rips through his body. Memories flood through his mind, the past he lived, and the futures he might. They
What was
all
the
swirl
song we
together to
reacted
every
to?
part of him back to the shard. Finally, he finds the parameters he was looking for and wrenches the shard from his body. His efforts have rewarded him with the activation key he needs, and with it he runs back to the lab.
Earthquakes, yeah.
He enters the pod and transfers himself into the new frame, as a suffocating number of scenes fill his mind. Seconds turn into hours as he watches, failing to grasp their meaning as they flow past. While he successfully managed to force activate the frame, a lack of authorization has left all combat systems disabled, and without them, he's nothing more than an expensive decoration. Meanwhile, Graven continues to fight through the hetero creatures surrounding the tower, when the communicator Lee gave commanded begins to ring, and they get their first communication from Babylonia since the incident began. Lee requests access to his frame's combat functions, so he can fight his way inside the tower and destroy it. While largely against the plan, Commandant knows they are out of options. Babylonia will soon re-enter the tower's range, and once it does, the second impact will destroy whatever is left of humanity aboard the Ark. With this, he agrees, under the condition they stay connected at all times. In this frame, Lee's mind is highly unstable, and the effects it could have on Commandant are unknown. But he wasn't able to be there for Liv to stop her suffering, and he refuses to allow it to happen a second time. No matter the risk, any burden they bear, they will bear together. Under that condition, Commandant unlocks the restrictions on Lee's frame, and he rushes out of the lab. While the humans present pose little threat, the same cannot be said about the maddened constructs swarming the Science Council, but even they stand little chance against Hyperreal. He fights his way towards the hangar, and pilots a shuttle back down towards the surface. After parting ways with Lee, Murray noticed something off about his mission details. After attempting to reach out, he finds all of Babylonia in the middle of a crisis.
It is
In the
where the
midst of the
commandant
chaos, he sees two
killed a
control
hetero
port
creature
members,
by throwing
Leslie
a
and
rock at it.
Ishmael, helping civilians. After asking about Lee's whereabouts, they tell him he was just seen in combat near the hangar. Once again, Murray has been left behind as Lee pushes forward, but to his surprise, Ishmael offers him some words of encouragement, and with his nerves steeled, he begins fighting back in his own way. Ishmael looks like Gestalt's projection of Earth, the light of the tower, this staircase that can lead humanity to greater heights. Humanity has reached this junction far too soon. They are not prepared. The voice of Gestalt echoes in her head that no one can stop the coming calamity, not even Nanami as she is now. But what about a different Nanami, one who has seen the truth of the world? Her gift has already made it into the hands of the one who
my
needed
God.
it most. Similarly, Vonnegut has also noticed the early arrival of the tower and is sure of one thing. That tower is deeply connected to the Ascension network, and as the ones connected to the network, any changes will impact them as well. This is not only a test for humanity, but for the Ascendants, including those who have been left behind the scenes for quite some time, like Roland and the long-lost Lamia, who has been posing as one of the defected constructs within Vonnegut's ranks.
What?
Meanwhile, in the shadow of the tower, the frail figure of Lithos emerges, having been reborn once again, alongside a brand new Ascendant named Lilith and an all-too-familiar figure.
Yo, who that?
Lee's transport speeds towards the Earth, as his radar warns of immediate contact with the hetero creature swarming the planet. He prepares to pull the throttle, to use his speed to circle the skies and look for a safer route, when a strange vision tears through his mind. He sees himself after an imminent crash, as he, along with the flaming wreckage of the transport, plummet to the ground. Looking for the source, he finds a Hero creature clinging to the back of his thrusters. What will happen if he attacks? He doesn't have the time needed to think of scenarios. Speed up, charge in. The words force their way to the front of his mind. But why? He doesn't have time for theories. He drops the craft into a near nosedive. The Hero creatures behind him don't have time to catch up, while those in front are smashed to pieces, when suddenly another vision, this time of small Hero creatures, formed from the gore left on the ship. They gnaw through the armor, the cockpit, and eventually his own body. He detonates the incendiary bombs, and the fireball burns everything to ash, even the wings, turning the transport into a flaming streak in the sky. He jumps out of the transport as flaming scrap falls around him.
We must do
Using the recoil
foreshadowing
of his
in the
cannon
middle
at
of
the
the
last
chapter
moment to
instead of the
slow his
end.
descent.
Oh, is it a
Finally, he steps
foreshadow
foot
if
in
it's
the
at
tower,
the end of the
and a
chapter?
wave of nostalgia washes over him. Has he been here before? A series of voices whisper into his ears, warnings and regrets with unknown origins. He searches through the tower, hunting for any path that leads him forward. Before him is an infinite sea of information, of past and futures, fragments of time, records of every decision he did and did not make. This is not his first time in the tower. His
Really?
mind begins to break down, yet a single lighthouse shines in the distance, keeping him grounded. Commandant's mind beacon.
It's
Standing in
Bioshock
front of him,
Infinite.
to no surprise, is Commandant himself. Nearly giving in to the relief of his presence, Lee remembers those regretful words and pushes him away, severing the mind connection, and with it the mind overload begins again. As he breaks down, a figure stands before him bidding another farewell. He reaches out his hand, begging for answers, only to find himself back on Babylonia as if waking from a dream, only to be pulled back out by Commandant, preventing him from being lost in the storm of information. The figure reappears to tell him the truth of the tower. Its early descent has left all of humanity save for Lee unprepared. As such, he must pay the price and reach the summit on a path paved by him alone. This attempt, however, has already ended in failure, as too much time has passed. He looks down at Commandant in his arms, soaked in blood, and as one lighthouse fades away, another takes its place. Murray. Together, the two brothers make their way to the Band of Light, the starting
Let me
point
tell you
to an
about
infinite
time
number
travel.
of possibilities. Under the gaze of this gatekeeper, he reads the message hidden within the Heteromor shards.
Yeah, we already
And with
had like
this knowledge,
insane
he
time
screams into the
travel
past,
bullshit with
all to
Nanami.
forge a better future.
I don't even know what's worse, like having multiple universes, bubble universes, or stupid time travel. Well, that's me. Part is cool. You
On
go
a
back to
routine mission
chapter
like
1
any other, Lee clears out a
and
section
other
of the city
chapters,
when he's suddenly
and
hit
the
with
new
a
stage
splitting
appear
headache.
there.
Afterwards, he finds a set of encrypted coordinates in his mind, coordinates he knows he didn't place there himself. Eventually, he decides to investigate this clue and see where it leads. On his way, he finds another task force member, and at the target location, they find an electromagnetic observation device, a small machine with few applications, but one Lee decides to keep with him from now on.
This is the rewind. Lee walking on the stairs with the dead
He
bodies
jumps out of the
of his
transport
weaker
as
self.
flaming scrap
That
falls
failed, that
around
was
him,
pretty good.
using the recoil of his cannon at the last moment to slow his descent. And finally he steps foot inside the tower, as a wave of nostalgia washes over him. Has he been here before? But even that thought brings with it a sense of deja vu. He activates the electromagnetic observation device built into the frame, but suddenly stops. When was this installed? Why would such a small, inconspicuous device be part of the frame in the first place? Of course, within his memory, he knows these answers, but why is he so certain it will be useful? Using the observation device, all the hidden paths within the tower are clear as day. Had he not taken the time to investigate those coordinates that day, he wouldn't have had this with him. It all seems like a coincidence, but he can't shake the feeling it might be something much more. The tower is a physical manifestation of the converging worlds Lee inhabits. It twists and turns, changing according to his
Lee,
actions,
I guess
as
that's
if it's
for
some
every
sort
frame.
of living entity. He strides forward with the will to solve any crisis, but even so, he is not alone. While no messages or communications can be sent to the outside world, he still maintains his connection to Commandant. Unlike those days in Corono, he no longer fights alone. He has a team of comrades who support him, and who he supports in turn. No matter what, that mind beacon still shines bright, guiding him through the unknown, letting him know that outside they are still fighting, so he can't give anything less than his all. At the top of the staircase, he finds himself on a platform, and to his shock, he's not alone. On the other side is himself, another Lee. Together
Boy,
they
oh boy.
break through the tower's defenses, fighting their way to the top where they
Together.
find the core. Now one step closer to ending this crisis, they are met by yet another familiar face.
And I mean, it was just VR.
This Lee of another world makes it clear that this is as far as they go, but Hyperreal never existed in the other timelines, so it may be the edge needed to ascend further. And with the help of this other Lee, they open a path forward. Like many times before, he enters into this strange mind space, but without the company of the Lees he's been fighting alongside. This mind space is the culmination of all the Lees across every timeline. Their memories coalesced here, providing the next Lee guidance to ascend further. Those flashes of memory, the mind overloads, all messages from the future to lead him here. All the versions of himself are no more than remnants in the mind space, already having been annihilated. In the end, none of them passed the filtering trial. Now it's up to him to reach the pinnacle, to rewrite the rules of the tower, and to end the nightmare. Lee successfully manages to open the barrier and shatters the core, as the glow of the electromagnetic waves fade. He has brought Babylonia some time, but it will not last forever.
So what did he do? He
For his
stopped the
final trial,
tower?
the tower will manifest an enemy from his past, one he hated and feared, who proved a source of regret. While none so far have managed to succeed, this time is different. As of right now, he is the nexus of all causality. Everything hinges on him. Condensed virus drips from the core, molding itself into the most formidable enemies Lee has ever faced. In Pulao Forest, he stood no chance, and the twins dealt the planet a wound it has yet to heal from. But now things have changed. He stands before them as the culmination of mankind's technological evolution, and plans to show them just how far they've come.
So I assume it's the same fight. Is the same fight? Different environment. Had a good talk with his brother. Yeah, I fought a boss in this area.
Outside the tower, it has been 2 hours since the EM pulse left Babylonia paralyzed. They are surrounded and outnumbered, not even able to trust each other, as the light threatens to steal their sanity. Even Commandant, with all his resistance, is slowly but surely losing control. At the same time, Chrome and Strikehawk arrive just in time to save Lucia from an ambush. Together they gather the remaining constructs, preparing to break through to the base of the tower, hopefully securing a safe place for Lee after his descent.
He inverted the tower.
While on Babylonia, Murray and Cerberus fight a battle of their own, trying to rally those who can fight. In a situation like this, Murray was sure he'd be overtaken by worry, but ever since that conversation, where the two brothers made a promise to each other, no more secrets, no more lies, to be open, and to trust, the only feeling in his heart is unwavering confidence in Lee. He can't help fighting on the surface, but that doesn't make him helpless, far from it. So he covers the things Lee can't, and will make sure everyone on the surface has a home to return
Isn't
to.
Murray a double agent?
After passing his trial and defeating the twins, Lee finds himself somewhere unexplainable, some distorted dimension where time becomes moldable. He can see everything, the birth and death of galaxies.
Lee
all
inside the
humanity's
tower is the
history
strongest
flowing in and out
character
of his mind
lore-wise?
at the speed of light. Every past and future attempt of
What, he's
himself
gonna
ascending
stay in the tower?
This is not his first time here. The space in front of him coalesces into a pair of eyes looking through his very being.
Is
This is
that
the domain of a
Ishmael?
watcher, the gate that leads to a higher plane of existence. The tower is merely a symbol of evolution for both humanity and the virus. As the virus evolves by imitating humans, humans too can harness the virus to achieve the impossible. These watchers await the day humanity's evolution peaks and they earn their place in the heavens, all to break the rules of the world that bind them all. This watcher offers Lee a test of its own. An entity shimmers into reality. He dodges its attacks as projections of himself do the same. A phantom hands Lee his weapon, their trump card, their memories of all the battles fought against this being. Here at the edge of existence, he will overcome every obstacle and shatter the spiral of Kronos, threatening what he holds
You
dear.
mean she's a projection of Ishmael? Maybe Ishmael is a projection of this being. Because this being, he said she's like other dimensional. Yeah, I fought this boss with Dante. I didn't know that was variable.
It lasts only a moment, or perhaps a million years. As he is now, time has no meaning. Every failure gives more information he sends to his past self, and as long as Hyperreal can be activated, there will be a new lead to take his place, carrying the torch and forging a path to new possibilities. His bullet pierces through layers of defenses, through the gaps in space, and finally through the body of the Watcher.
Maybe just
With that, he
observing.
has earned
Well,
the right to pass through the gate and ascend, but
I
his
would-
duty is not to the greater universe
it would
or
be
higher
logical
dimension.
to assume
It is to
whatever this
prevent the
thing
chaos brought about by this
is
tower.
the original
This
one.
is his answer as Lee of Greyraven. This being warns him that once he leaves, he will lose what he has gained within the tower. The
Like
ability to
what?
perceive the future, along with the memories that come with it. But that matters little.
Yeah,
as
that
he has
matters,
people
I
on the
agree.
outside waiting for him.
That's kinda dumb.
He opens his eyes to
Plot-wise.
find he's back at the top of the tower, and this time makes his way to the core unopposed. Everything has been leading up to this moment. The Omega weapons, research on the Inver device, and the language of the virus. Together they form the key,
Language of the
and
virus.
the lock is staring right at him. With it, he rewrites the logic of the tower, from release and vitalize, to absorb and destroy. Now it's his turn to exploit the virus, by turning the tower meant to end humanity into its greatest asset. On the outside, the Babylonian forces have dwindled to their last.
Primal
Commander can
projection.
barely
Well, the
maintain
boss
control
is
of
not the
himself,
same
but
being
at the
as the
linchpin
eyes that
holding
was
together all the
we're
constructs
watching,
present,
Lee. The guy
he
just
doesn't
said
have
it
a
in the
choice.
video.
This entire endeavor has been a lesson in recklessness.
It's just
One
the
big
boss
gamble
is
on a
just
single
stuff.
person.
Is nothing.
But as long as he can
It's
feel
just a
Lee
boss to
fighting,
be fought.
he will burn himself to the core. That is the trust he has in Greyraven. The others are so occupied keeping themselves in the fight, they don't notice the butchered remains of a Hedo creature crawling towards Commandant. With the last of his strength, he grabs a rock, the first and most
Smash.
primitive of humanity's tools, and brings down his hand on
Commandant
its
Smash.
head, and the world is engulfed in a white light. On both Babylonia and the surface, those affected by the madness wavelength are collapsing to the ground in mass. The tower, once an ominous scarlet, is now bathing the land in a calm blue hue. The Hedo creatures don't even have time to register what's happening before the virus is wrenched from their bodies. With a moment of respite, they rush to command inside, as a commotion stirs at the base of the tower. Surrounded, Lee finds himself in quite a peculiar situation, not being used to so much attention. After quite the eventful day, Commandant takes the first step. Before any formalities, reports, or frame inspections, he welcomes back a valued friend and treasured comrade, Lee of Grey Raven. In the end, he didn't lose his team, nor is he alone anymore, and for the first time in a long time, he can't help but smile. In the month following the tower incident, Babylonia was likely the busiest it's been since its creation, with the new need to restock parts, repair equipment, and help injured personnel demanding the formation of a whole new department. Meanwhile, Nicola and Wells discuss a new plan. The tower has brought a not unwelcome result, an area with zero punishing virus. With it, humanity has a real chance to build a permanent base on the surface.
The tower
This
is
the
just a
beginning
big
of Project
omega weapon?
Genesis, humanity's first reclamation city.
So the tower is ours now?
I can't say anything. The video's already 30 minutes.
Yeah,
And if
don't
I
say
talk
anything.
about all the stuff I want to talk about, we'll be here for another 30.
Oh, you're gonna do a
I have
separate
so much I
video?
want to say that I have to just loop back around and say nothing. 10. Absolute cinema.
Absolutely cinematography.
Anyway,
Cinematographic.
hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you all in the next video where we cover chapter 22 of the main story, Renaissance du Fantastique.
He basically rewrites the tower with the drawbacks of losing all that knowledge he gained. Did he gain some knowledge about like how to stop the punishing virus? You're correct about Ishmael. There's voice acted part there. The tower is a huge powerful filter now. That's crazy. The tower is absorbing the punishing virus and created a permanent clean zone on the surface. Wow. Well, tell the virus to like erect more towers like that, bro. What the hell, man? Gonna win in no time. So they established that the virus is like a civilization cleaner. Just kind of the same as the Hun. That's kind of. I mean, it was discussed. I'm pretty sure that was like assumed, not researched, but just assumed by some NPCs like before chapter 15. That it's they were feeling, they had this feeling in the air, you know, that the virus is meant to be there to cleanse the civilization. And then I'm a bit disappointed. It's kind of the same thing that Honkai did. But the thing the Honkai Impact the game did is like they took like this manifestation of like civilization purging like Honkai stuff, and the Honkai stuff were when there was like a lot of amalgamation, like a lot of Honkai energy in some area, it was giving birth to a Hersher, which was the Honkai manifestation in a human body. And what HA3 did, they gave there is a terminology for this, but you know, I'm not the lore guy. I'm more of a like character interactions guy. They gave like those Hershers their own personality, their own free will, and many of them like choose to fight the Honkai using the Hersher powers. I wonder if PGR will do that as well. If the tower is absorbing the pun, and this started second ascendant filtering. If an ascendant, I guess you guys mean, gets too close to the tower, now they will die. Ishmael's civilization was destroyed by the virus. Wow, don't tell me Ishmael is just Elysia, bro. I can't escape that fucking character, man. I hate Elysia. Why is she doing in another company? in the game of another company, man. Because Ishmael is also she's pink haired, right? In this pink. Look at this shit. I mean, you guys should know Elysia. Everybody knows Elysia. Don't save. Can't tell me it's not the... Now that you said she also is from the previous civilization, bro, you can't like convince me it's not Elysia. They said that before, but it changes later. What, it's not gonna be a civilization filter anymore? Because of what, how, I don't know, so I can't say. The ascent evolves, so it will change. Little does Valics know about Cradle. Like, who is Cradle even? Also, this summer skip the lead time travel parts. Well, in the end, you said it didn't even matter, so Ishmael is much better than her. I know her very well. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Elysia since her introduction. Just realized her face looks like the octopus girl from ZZZ. Elysia, I mean. No, she looks like the Elysia girl from ZZZ. We saw her in the lore video. She's literally there. She's literally here in the lore video. It's a video that was released like before the game released. It's the same face, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Rattle is the will of the red tide. Oh, it's the will of the Honkai. Of course it is. Of course it fucking is, ain't it? Anyway, I don't know. The more I'm getting into PGR, the more disappointed I am by this game. Talks with his brother and commandant and fights Iron Maiden 2.0. Yeah, but what's the point if he loses all the knowledge he got there, right? Like this chapter could have been skipped. Like Liga gets his new super costume. He goes into the Babel Tower and he flips the switch in reverse. Oh my god, we skipped the Iron Maiden part. Oh, Tifa? Is her name still Tifa? Return to status quo. Yeah, I wonder if you guys will start like playing HA3 and you'll also like start seeing all these similarities. You probably also will start to kinda be disappointed about it, just as I am now. He loses his memories from being inside the tower. What? Well, the time travels were inside the tower, wasn't it? Anyway, I need to go play Dead or Alive 5 now. Maybe later I'll play 2XKO. So next time, I'm not sure. I was thinking about downloading Arknight's Enfield again, but since I cooled off about ZZZ and the way it treated me, I guess I'll go back to ZZZ. I'll have to go find some YouTube video recapping the goddamn timed events. Cause I fucking want S rank Billy. And people are praising the current chapters and they said the game is going in the correct direction, so Yeah, I guess I'll give it a try. Get 2 new bosses after this chapter. I'm not disappointed at all. I mean, you didn't play HA. Why are you played HA3? The worlds don't feel the same. Of course, but yeah, but what's the point having different worlds if all the same teams are repeating over and over again? Not a Gunnar channel. He's going back. Yeah, I'm going back. Yeah, so thank you for coming by. I'll probably stream on Friday because I'll need a day off tomorrow. Can't want to keep his word. Yeah, so resting is productive. Have fun, don't stay up late. Do, no, take care of yourself. What's the point of anything existing? The fuck, bro? See you later. Bye-bye.